Happy Sunday afternoon, everybody. It's Cargo Bike Cowboy here. Out for a ride. Been riding for about 3 hours. Took 2 small water breaks. It's hot today. Just got here to a nice little park. Sitting up here in the woods. Under the tree, under the canopy. Where it's nice and shady. Just brewed me some coffee. A couple donuts. Some water. I wanted to talk to you today about an idea I've had. Thinking about this for a long time. Excuse me for 1 second. Hot out today. So, there's lists on the internet and videos on YouTube of some of the best cycling cities in the United States, but they don't even compare to what they have in Norway. And you know, I've said many times I would love to go live in Norway, but from what I've read, it's kind of difficult unless you really have something to offer their country, which I get. You know, like I think they want young business people is what they want. I mean, the only job I can see me doing in Norway would be like working in a grocery store or working in a bicycle shop. You know, maybe delivery by bicycle, something like that. And I don't know, I just don't picture them like offering me citizenship. I mean, it would be probably very difficult. But what I've been really thinking about is, why don't we have any places like Norway here in the United States? I mean, the big cities here, they are trying to integrate, you know, bicycle infrastructure into these big cities. And not all of us want to live in a big city. I don't. I like, you know, being out in the suburbs, the country. That's what I like. It's where I like to live. It's where I was raised, and it's what I like. But my idea is this. Why don't we take some of these small towns that are dying? Like, I know there's some in Kentucky, there's probably some here in Indiana, and they're probably littered all over the United States. Like, I always thought Colorado might be a nice place to find a little town that was kind of dying. You know, a town where there used to be like factories and stuff, but now the factory left, the people lost their jobs. But why couldn't we take some of these small towns that still have a lot of buildings that just need a little work? Like maybe they need a new roof, new electrical, new plumbing system, but the structure of the building is still good. And why couldn't we set up our own bicycle, like start with a town? And it'd be really nice if it was like, you know, a town, and maybe there was 2 more smaller towns close to it where we could have some acreage, and we could have little bicycle roads between the towns, and like allow no cars in the town. Like they have to park, if you had a car, you'd have to park it, you know, way out on the outskirts of town and cycle into town, and make the whole town about, you know, cyclists and hikers and pedestrians, and you know, just no vehicles. And along with that, like right now there's a housing crisis in this country, and wouldn't it be great if, like in this town, when you came to live there, like you were given a place to live, you were given electricity, you know, you were given food to eat in exchange for labor. Like have big community gardens, you know, where we have our own food that we grow, and any excess we could sell. And it should be in a state where weed is legal, because the American people have spoken. They want to smoke weed. a big majority of them. So let's let them smoke weed. I mean, this is supposed to be a country of the people and for the people, and the government of this country is not listening to people. And I think the reason that they won't legalize it on a federal level is because they'd have to let all kinds of people out of these, for-profit prisons, and they don't want to do that. But that's a whole nother subject. But what I'm saying is we could grow all different types of weed. We could grow food. Maybe we could get like bicycle manufacturers to come there. Like maybe instead of Surly's being made in Taiwan, maybe they could be made here in the United States. And I think what would be good is instead of having like a town mayor, we'd have like a city council. Like 12 people, whatever it takes, 8, 10, 12 people, a board where all meetings are public. There's never a meeting held without the public being invited, and build a real sense of community. No mayor, no one man who can be, corrupted with bribes and stuff. A city council that makes decisions for the city, and the people get to vote on issues. You know what I'm saying? Where our vote actually really counts for something. Not like these damn elections. And like shorter work weeks. Like maybe everybody works 6 hours a day. Now maybe at first, until enough people come there, we might have to work longer. Okay, we work longer. But as we get more and more people, we could work less. And everybody could have a job. Like everybody has to participate. There's no one that can come live there and not participate. There's no free ride. You know what I'm saying? There's no, well, I don't want to work. I'm just going to sit here and draw a disability. No. Everybody's going to participate. We would need doctors, we would need lawyers, we would need engineers of all types, we would need, botanists, we would need people that are, really into gardening, we would need bicycle mechanics, we would need people that brew beer, you know what I'm saying? People that grow weed. I mean, we would need all different types of people. And I don't want to exclude like people who are hikers. Maybe they don't want to cycle, but they like to hike. So we have them there too. And like if you get someone who comes there, like comes to the town, and they try to bring meth or heroin or some really harsh drug, we just kick them out of our town. We just vote them out. You're out. You got to go. And just take them to the edge of town and tell them, kick rocks, get walking. Where we, the people, control our community. Because I see places like Portland, which at one time was considered the best bicycle city in the United States, and now I see all these videos with all these homeless, drug-addicted people, and the homeowners there are being run over by these people. You know what I'm saying? And it's crap. I mean, that's horrible to have to live like that. But I think we could build we need engineers to set up solar. Like when we build the places for people to live, we should put like LED lights in there. We don't need 110. We can run everything off LEDs and 12-volt electricity, and that's why we need engineers. And it'd be nice if there was a source of water. You know what I'm saying? But like a river or a big lake or something, maybe we could have some kind of water power to power the town also. And I know this sounds like a big pipe dream, but I think this is absolutely possible with enough people working towards a common goal. We could accomplish something like this, and it would just be, like a paradise. If we can keep big government out, and that's why we need lawyers and stuff like that to keep big government out of our business. You know what I'm saying? And let us have a town that's of the people, for the people. I mean, the possibilities for a town like that are endless. And like the school system we have is crap. 12 years, I mean, come on, that's too long. The school system was created on Jekyll Island by the men that owned all the factories back in the day to train their future workforce. That's all that was. You can look that up. That was a bullshit system. How about instead, the kids have a 4-hour school day, and then, you know, learning what they really need to know. And then they could spend a couple hours after that learning like survival skills or bushcraft skills, or maybe survival at first, and then as they get older they could learn bushcraft. So if anything ever happens in the world, they would know how to live, because people don't know this anymore. The art of living off the land is lost to most people. If our society collapsed, people would be screwed. They wouldn't. Some people they don't even know how to clean water. They don't know how to make a fire. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we could, a town where we vote on what we want, where the people get a vote. We don't need to send these kids to school for 8 hours. They can go in there for 4 hours, learn their basics, their math, their English, some science, whatever the council and the townspeople vote on. This is what we're going to teach our kids. Forget about all this federal involvement in the kids' education system. They're destroying these kids' lives. And we could like every kid, once he reaches a certain age, could start to learn a trade. Like carpentry or electrical or plumbing or welding or all different kinds of stuff. There's so many trades that are just dying because there's not enough young people involved. And kids growing up in a community where they interact with many different adults and learn different trades and different ways to do things will have a much better life, in my opinion. Their mind will be expanded. They will understand more. And they'll probably stay in that community because it's such a beautiful place. And then it can be a community for generation after generation after generation. I mean, it's just an idea. But I think if we had enough people, enough like-minded people, that we could accomplish this. Because I'll bet if you went to a little town that was like, where there's a couple hundred people, and they were dying, and you had a solid plan how to make that town alive again. Because think about it, if everybody there is into cycling, everybody there is into camping, walking, and it's not all about the damn automobile, this car-centric freaking nation, you know what I'm saying? Think about the things that we could do. We could make clothing. We could make like backpacks, bags, tents, sleeping bags, bike parts, bike accessories, bicycles themselves, bicycle trailers. There's all kinds of stuff that the town could make and sell out of the town. You know what I'm saying? And by taking the money that's generated through the town and investing it back in the town, into the people, it would be such a better place for everyone. Just get away from all this. The United States collects tax money from us, and they don't even give us anything back. They give all the money to the people that don't hit a lick at nothing. These people sit home on their ass, don't do nothing, and they give them free housing, free food, all this bullshit. We need to bring back, a kind of system where, you trade 6 hours, you work for 6 hours every day for the betterment of all of the community. And then if you want to work more, like maybe you just like working, and maybe you want to work in the garden, and then maybe you want to go fix bikes. That's fine. That's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But give people more free time. Let them be creative. Let them work on art. Let them spend time with their kids. Let them have a good relationship with their significant other. Let them go on bike rides. Let them go on weekend camping trips. Give people more free time instead of asking them to give up 40, 50, 60 years of their damn life working for a system that gives us nothing back. Give them something to look forward to. I mean, it's a lot to work out, I get that. It would be a huge undertaking. But sit down and imagine in your mind what it could be. And how much fun it would be. And it doesn't matter if it's a place with snow. I mean, they make fat tire bikes, right? We could have a bunch of fat tire bikes and go riding in the snow. We could go cross country skiing. I mean, there's so much that we could do. But I want to know what y'all think about that. I want to know if y'all think it's a possibility to make this new society. And yes, there's going to be problems. There's going to be issues that have to be worked out. But anything that's ever been really great in life had issues, had to be worked out. No society was ever built and didn't have any problems. But working together, we could work through those problems. But that's my thoughts on that. I'm gonna jump off here and enjoy this coffee and this donut and fight these damn ants. I don't know where the hell they came from, but I'm gonna get my donuts before the ants get it. All right, this Cargo Bike Cowboy, I'm signing out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please tell your friends, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Let's have a conversation. Leave some comments. I'm out.